Live soon. Hey everyone, this is another live stream. I turned like 4 tonight. I don't know why, but I have. And today I am here with Dominic Talks Movies. Hey man, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Got nothing to do, so why not do a live stream, eh? It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I asked people in our little Discord server thing if they wanted to do one, and you agreed to it. I guess I'm just sorry if it feels like I'm not ignoring you or anything. I'm just linking your channel in the description because
Yeah,
you have
it's all
some
good.
fantastic content. Uh, I I hope the chat doesn't get disabled. It probably will. I'm kind of just accepting it at this point because for some reason apparently they think I'm like 5 or something, or they don't think I'm a
Yeah.
minor. But anyways, so what inspired you to start YouTube? I pretty much ask the same questions on these interviews every time because it's just a lot easier to do that. Because I should call this like same questions. Whatever. What inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
Yeah, so earlier in 2020, I started getting into movies. Like I was pretty into them around January, February-ish. But it wasn't until I think like mid-February or March kind of time when I discovered Karsten Runquist's channel, who, if you know me, you know I take heavy inspiration from him. A lot of my videos look a lot like his. And so he's basically my main YouTube inspiration. And I saw one of his videos and I'm like, hey, I could do that too. It took me a while because I think I first posted in like April or something, but yeah, it was mostly Karsten.
Everyone always says like, yeah, if they can do one, if these guys can do it, I can do a YouTube channel too. And then you realize it's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's
not
a lot
that
harder.
easy. It's like everything. It's a lot harder than you would expect it to
Yeah.
be. Anyways, what was the first movie you remember seeing? What was the first film? I know you saw Fantastic Mr. Fox in theaters, but were there any films before that that you remember watching?
Yeah, so I mean, the earliest film I remember watching, I don't know if I remember, but I remember the earliest film that was my favorite movie was Ratatouille. I remember liking that. I was 3 years old when that came out, and I remember seeing it, and for some reason I just absolutely loved it. So Ratatouille was like my first favorite movie that I remember for sure. Before that, it was pretty hard to remember. I was really little.
Uh, I mean, there's a lot of movies. Like, there's movies that I probably watched when I was like a little kid that I have probably no idea that I watched them. But
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
always like that film like you watch as a little kid you just don't remember. But Ratatouille's great. It's one of the best Pixar movies. It's the
Hmm.
second best Brad Bird movie in my eyes. So yeah, I love Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Did you watch anyone before you started YouTube? I already know this answer, but
I did. So I would say before I started YouTube, I Karsten was like the main one that inspired me. But I actually did watch a few. Like I watched Sean Chandler. I watched sometimes. I mean, Watch Mojo doesn't count because they suck. But
they're not even a movie channel. They're not.
No.
They're a money channel. They're
Yeah,
not a movie channel.
basically.
They're a money channel. So
But yeah, I wasn't really super into like the movie YouTube side of things, other than Sean and Karsten. They were kind of like my gateway.
yeah, I watch Sean a lot, but it's like when you see him. Honestly, I feel like every movie YouTuber that's like a lot younger, and I'm not gonna say it's like an insult, like oh his fetus demographic, but
Yeah.
it's like everyone like he is a lot younger of a demographic than I think most. Because Chris Duckman, it's like he'll curse here and there.
Yeah.
Karsten, they'll drop an F bomb here and there. So it's like Sean Chandler's like the family friendly guy, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He's like pyro cynical in like the commentary in like the movie YouTube. If you
Yeah,
watch commentary,
basically.
if you watch commentary channels, you know what I mean when I make that reference. But yeah, those are I think I don't watch Sean that much, but Karsten is great. Uh,
Yeah.
I already know this answer, I guess, but if I think for all the other viewers who don't watch your channel, well, what is your favorite movie?
My my favorite movie is Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you've watched like any of my videos, I probably mention it being my favorite.
Mm.
I reviewed it like 50 million times on Letterboxd because I watch it like every month. So, yeah.
Yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox is like it's a great film. The first time I watched, I was like, This is good. And then I rewatched it for my Wes Anderson ranking, and I really liked it. So I should probably catch up with the chat since it's not disabled yet. Just kind of expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Hello, Holmes Entertainment. You're here with me like the fourth time. Hey, Cinema Ranks. You guys are basically like my group male group. No, I won't admit that was a joke. I don't mean that. The first movie I have ever watched was probably Cars or Finding Nemo, since those are the two films I watched the most as a little kid. Pixar seems to be like films that are for a lot of millennials or like just people in general that like those were like the films I watched as kids, like millennials and Zoomers.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, do you guys remember that one movie coming out called Raha and the Last Dragon, or did you completely forget about it? I didn't even know about it to begin with. So.
I knew it existed. Like I watched the trailer, but I completely forgot about it.
Hello, I have come. Hey, movie hybrid. I saw the trailer recently. It looked interesting. I haven't seen the trailer. I don't follow this. I don't really watch Disney anymore. The new recent stuff, I don't keep up to date with it because they after Frozen 2 and Wreck-It Ralph 2, they kind of broke my heart. So. Yeah. Hey, I don't think I've ever seen you on my channel, so that's nice. Derek, whatever. Okay, well, that's nice. Thank you for being subbed us. I guess I'll just move on to questions. This is getting too awkward. Who's your favorite director? I think I might know this, but just tell me.
Yeah, so it's a tough one. I always go back and forth between two different ones. One is Stanley Kubrick because he's amazing, and you've been watching a lot of his movies lately, so you now know what I'm talking about when I talk about him. So, yeah, he's freaking like phenomenal. He's made so many good movies. And then the other one that I like, who's like underrated, or not underrated, just not many people have seen his movies, is Jacques Tati. And I kind of just always go back and forth between those two. I never really have one definitive favorite director because, yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, I don't know what I was going to say. The term you were looking for was overlooked, but
yeah,
I love Stanley Kubrick. I wouldn't say my favorite Kubrick movie right now, but I got a ranking planned. Maybe. I might have a ranking planned. So
there you go.
Yeah, I love most of his films that I've seen so far. I only think one of them is kind of bad, but whatever. Stanley Kubrick, he's a great director. So
yep.
I'm watching The Shining tonight. Interesting enough, I actually watched it today. I rewatched it, and I loved it. So
yeah, it's amazing.
It's a great movie. Here's Johnny.
Yep.
That's a great line. Who's your favorite actor? I don't think I know this one.
Ooh. I don't really pay much attention. So like I know I like certain actors, but I don't really have like a ranking for like my favorite actors or whatever. But I think the easy answer I could probably give is Leonardo DiCaprio, just because I've loved him in basically every movie I've seen him in. I also really love Jimmy Stewart as like a classic one. So I give Leo's like my modern one, and then Jimmy Stewart's like my classic.
I don't think of many actors in that sort of aspect, but Leonardo DiCaprio probably my answer. I thought you were going to say Natalie Portman, though, but
I mean, I haven't seen her in enough to technically say that. So I still got to see her like really good movies like Black Swan, but yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch more actors in other films because it's like my dad keeps telling me Denzel Washington is an amazing actor. You need to watch him more stuff. So he showed me Malcolm X, and I love it. It actually kind of inspired me to want to eventually do a Spike Lee ranking and just put it in the list of all these videos I'm never going to get done. But,
yeah, basically. I'm the same way. I got like so many videos like planned, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do all these. It's going to be awesome. But then I end up like getting caught up in everything, and I like end up not doing any of them. And
because
it's really
like
hard.
You watch so much. It's like if you have too much, you watch all this, and you watch from this and this. You don't accomplish anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I need to like. When I have like a ranking, I need to just like watch like all of them in a row, because I always get sidetracked. Like I'm doing like a Scorsese ranking. I planned it like months ago, and I got so sidetracked, and I'm like still not done watching all of his movies. So I just need to like get it done.
I know I'm just gonna do really Sky ranking, and then I got sucked into Stanley Kubrick. I forgot about him. I was getting the Star Trek ranking like 4 months ago I was planning that. I still haven't gotten to it. I
Yeah.
probably will get into it for a while. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question. Holmes Entertainment. Quentin Tarantino is my favorite director. Makoto Shinkai may take the top spot once I see the rest of his films. I've seen one movie, which is Inglourious, and it's great.
Amazing.
You see my favorite film from your Burn Live video. It's my favorite film of 2009 as of now. It's an amazing movie. Indeed. All hail Leonardo DiCaprio. I haven't seen him in his quote-unquote best performance, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wolf of Wall Street.
So, let's see. Interview. Why am I saying this? Anyways, your favorite screenwriter. This is what I don't hear many people say, because director, actor, those are always asked by many people. Those are the ones everyone asks, but no one asks your favorites. No one has ever asked like someone's favorite screenwriter. So
yeah,
I like doing this question.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I've never really thought about it like that before, but two that come immediately to mind are one, Aaron Sorkin, because that's kind of someone everyone knows for his screenwriting. He's made movies like The Social Network, and he made Trial of the Chicago 7 this last year. So he's made a bunch of really good movies. But another one is Noah Baumbach, who also, I think he writes and directs his movies, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he's made like Marriage Story and a bunch of those kinds of movies. And he also co-wrote Fantastic Mr. Fox. I didn't know this until like last time I rewatched it like a few days ago. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's I'm looking at like maybe Google's wrong, because well, then again, they're never wrong, obviously. De Palma, Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, which in my eyes is probably the most unfocused Wes Anderson movie. So yeah, but from what it seems like I've seen, I've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox. So and I like.
There you go.
I haven't seen any Leo movies. You need to. Leonardo DiCaprio is like one of the best actors of all time. I know I'm like that 250th white guy to say it, but he is great. Wait, this is an interview? Sick. Yeah, that was the title of the video. So
yes,
I enjoy Groundhog Day as well. So you should. It's a great comedy. I don't know much about movies. It's very ironic because you're on a movie channel. So, anyways, favorite TV show?
Right now, I mean, I say right now, but it's The Office, because I mean, when it comes to TV, you know, so there's like, I kind of have two different things. With movies, I like they can be anything because they're pretty short for the most part, like 2-3 hours even. Those are like the long ones, but you can consume them pretty easily. Where like a dramatic TV show like Breaking Bad is like really long. You have to invest so much more time in it. So I just prefer like the comedic ones that you can kind of just watch a couple episodes and just like have fun with it. You know what I mean? So I prefer a lot of more like sitcom comedic TV shows, but The Office is my favorite.
The Office is great. I said this actually in Old Talk. He said the same thing in the last interview that I did very recently, actually, just today. And he said he was just talking about it and said like it's great. And I told him the same thing. I'm gonna say this again, I guess. When it comes to TV shows, it takes so much of my time. Even with like every TV show I want to watch, it's great. It's always so long. So that's why I like short TV shows like Stranger Things or Cobra Kai, where they don't take as much time because they're pretty recent shows. I like recent shows more because I can go on the journey with them. So
yeah, like I haven't seen big shows like Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad because I know they'll take so long that like I'm not interested. I don't, it just takes way too much of my time. And besides, they don't, especially for me, especially now that I'm like an actual content creator, it's like from a content side of things, you take so much more time for like much less content. So it's really not worth it.
Yeah, like unless you're gonna do like a Cobra Kai characters ranking Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So I'm not
unless
gonna,
you like really milk it.
I'm not gonna say like Sean's an awful person for this. I'm just saying it's like he definitely does take a lot of content out of that. So
yeah.
It's fine if you're not like me, where you're just a nerdy and know a lot of stuff on films. It's okay. Really? Okay. I love Marriage Story. I gotta watch it. I haven't seen many films from top 10 films of 2019. So it's like there's so many I gotta watch if I ever do one. And I've did top 10 films of 2014. I want to do like top 10 films of 2016 and such. So I'm gonna have to watch it. I just saw that Don was in the thumbnail, so I instantly clicked. I mean, yeah, you're getting me. If I put it, I'm just gonna do these interviews more, so I get more views.
There you go.
I've got to watch The Office. I've watched the first 6 seasons, and it's starting to go downhill for me.
So. Yeah, the first 6 are like where it's at, and then like 7, 8, and 9 kind of 8 and 9 specifically are like not good, but season 7's okay.
Ash vs. Evil Dead is my favorite TV show. I've heard there's actually, what is it with like horror movies and them getting their own TV shows? Because you have Hannibal, and then you have like Ash vs. Evil Dead. There's probably like a ton of other ones I have no idea about. But yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to move my collection. I did a Blu-ray collection video, so it's about to fall. Anyways, Stranger Things is my favorite, probably, as well as the first 2 seasons of Arrow. I love Stranger Things. It's my favorite TV show. I want to do a video essay or something on it because it's just that great.
Yeah.
Steven Universe is my favorite TV show. There's a lot of these Cartoon Network shows and a lot of cartoon shows that everyone watches. They just don't look like something I'd enjoy. They just kind of look like, I don't know, just loud, obnoxious humor. I've never been a fan of it. I like more comedies that aren't just in your face. Like, hey, here's the humor. But I don't know. I don't like shows that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen much of it, but I know it's good. TV show, Micah. Yeah, the gay space rock thing was a reference to it. I think I'm missing something out of context, but anyways.
Hey, I think he's talking about Steven Universe because he said that was his favorite TV show.
Okay. Oh, if I'm guessing. I interview everyone today. Wow. Yeah. I'm not interviewing everyone. I just interviewed Dominic and I just interviewed Nolan. I mean, maybe it could get leafier. Maybe it could keep leafy. Amazing. Gavin is awesome. I guess. Thank you. Due to my past marriage story hits me hard. Well,
I would only imagine. Like, I haven't even gone through any sort of like divorce in my life or even like my parents or anything, and it still hit me hard. So like, it's crazy.
The thing is, the certain age I'm at right now, I don't know if I want to. I haven't seen any divorce movies, and I don't want to because I'm still living with my parents. If you know me at all, like if you watch my videos, you know I'm not that old. So it would just be, I don't know, just feel like a lot more of the fear of it. But at the same time, that's kind of the point. So
yeah.
Do you think Robert Pattinson will be the last live action Batman? I do. I mean, Christian Bale is great.
Yeah. So. I think it'll definitely be close. I think Robert Pattinson will do a good job because a lot of people underrate him as an actor because when they think Robert Pattinson, they think of Twilight. But like he's actually in a bunch of really good movies. So I think he's going to do a really good job. It'll be close, but yeah.
He also has my favorite line in Tenet. It's that scene where they're talking with the airplane and he says, and that is an excellent question. Something like that. But yeah, he's
like when he says that part's a little dramatic or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a little dramatic. I don't know. I was like that.
That was a great
it's
line.
Like Marvel humor if it was good. So.
Good line delivery.
I think I know this, but for the people that don't know, who's your favorite movie YouTuber?
My favorite movie YouTuber it's got to be Karsten, but I think close second is Royal Oceans Film Society. He's really good.
Because like or just saying Royal Oceans is the best clearly on like Discord and such. He's always like Royal Oceans is the best. He by far, by far.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then I watch his stuff and I'm like, okay, this is really great, but I still prefer Karsten and
yeah.
most. So
I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like Karsten's videos seem more personal, if that makes sense. Like Royal Ocean feels like he's making a video like almost like to prove like a point like scientifically. It feels like he's meticulously crafting this video, but like Karsten just feels like he's talking to you. Like when you watch like what I watched this month, it feels like he's just telling you what he watched. You know, it feels like he's making a video for you. That's why I like him so much.
Yeah. And he even actually gave advice to the creators in his Carson Runko's podcast, which I'm subscribed to, obviously, because I don't know. I feel like with podcasts in general, you're just able to get to know YouTubers more.
Yeah.
I love watching other YouTubers in interviews because you just get to know them a lot more. Like you just, not even because of the questions, but because you just you kind of get in a way kind of an idea of what they're like in real life. Because in these interviews, you see me in them, you get a little bit more of an idea of what I'm like as well as like the creator I'm interviewing. So.
Yeah, because you got like a different personality kind of just in normal life versus like your on-screen personality when you're just shooting a video, you know? Like now this is just how we normally are.
Pretty much. So, yeah, Karsten's great. Royal's great as well. So, I guess I'll just catch up with the chat. Okay. I guess, okay. Well, let's hope the stream doesn't fall. So far it hasn't, but it's probably going to get there. No one got my TV show Micah joke. I still don't get it. I'm sorry. I really don't. When I was at... That's got to be horrible, man. I hope you get through it. I really do. So. My favorite movie is Spider-Man: The Spider-Verse. I don't blame you. It's great.
I respect that.
This is random, but I saw Karsten do a video essay on One Flaw with Spider-Verse and said the music was terrible. I'm like,
yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I don't understand that. I love the soundtrack.
He explained his opinion well. I don't understand what you mean. I think the soundtrack, it's like one of the best soundtracks in my opinion.
Yeah.
I hear like the very couple people that really hate it, and then I hear everyone else saying it's like amazing. Because Shay Frills did a video essay on it, and he said how he basically was saying like how it's like Shrek 3 bad, which is really awful. So
yeah, that's interesting.
I don't understand the criticisms. I think it's perfect and meshes with the vibe of the film perfectly.
Yeah.
Will you watch Coming to America 2? Yeah. I love the first one. I probably will watch the second one because I thought it was great. Eddie Murphy is like one of the best comedic actors ever. He's so funny everything he's in.
Yeah. He's great.
Will you probably watch it?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I have to watch the first one still, but it looks really good, so I'm definitely going to get around to that. But I just like Eddie Murphy's just great, so I'm obviously going to love it.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy was like pretty much probably the comedic king of the 80s.
Yeah.
To me, in The Dark Knight, it was not really about Batman. It was focusing most on the Joker and Jim Gordon, but still good. I thought it feels like with Batman movies, it's like that a lot, but at the same time, I still think that stuff is great, and those aspects are great. I don't even think that's a negative, if I'm being honest, because it just works. They just blend it very well.
I agree.
And Harvey Dent, I thought they should have fleshed out Harvey Dent a bit more. I felt like they rushed through that a bit, personally.
Just a bit.
Batman Begins over The Dark Knight. I don't blame you. They're both fantastic, but The Dark Knight.
I mean, some people hate Batman Begins way too much. I think it's really good.
Because it's like now, it's like if you said that back then, saying, "Okay, people don't like Batman Begins," you'd be called out for not being that's not controversial. That most people don't hate it. But it's like now, you say people don't like it. There's a lot of people out there that really don't like it anymore. So
yeah.
Any thoughts on Suicide Squad being rated R? Also thoughts on Willy's Wonderland side for that film? I saw a little bit of Willy's Wonderland, which is like a Nicolas Cage Five Nights at Freddy's movie or something. It's like supposed to be kind of like that in a way. It looks interesting. I don't know if we'll be able to watch it either way though, but Suicide Squad being rated R, I think it's fine. I don't know if I'll be able to see it personally, but I think it could work a lot better that way.
Yeah.
And plus James Gunn is directing it.
Yeah. I'm really excited for that because Guardians of the Galaxy is like one of my favorite MCU movies. And yeah, I think he works with like the kind of group dynamic really well. and especially with the R rating, I think there's a lot of potential there.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy, everyone thought it wasn't going to work, and it does.
It does,
and stuff, and there's like these, apparently it's going to be like a 1940s war movie, and you got them in these like really campy suits that look like they're from like 40s comic books. It's definitely going to be interesting. So.
Yeah.
Sorry for putting my personal stuff. I just had a rough weekend day. It's okay, man. I don't like talking about personal stuff, but I'm not gonna blame you for that because I do feel bad for you, and I hope you can get through it. To me, Spider-Verse is kind of overrated. People on YouTube are always saying how amazing it is. No pun intended. I've seen it so many times. Honestly, I'm a bit tired of it. I'm not. I will never get tired of it, but maybe I could kind of see why.
Yeah.
My favorite Batman movie is now The Dark Knight. It changed since my ranking, so I'm just saying. I haven't seen your Batman ranking. Maybe I should probably watch that. It's a lot of people's favorite Batman movie. It's my favorite Batman movie. We'll see if that ever changes. Imagine if, like, with Spider-Verse, like, they do a Spider-Man movie, and with Batman, they do, like, the same thing. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Yeah, I do hope that everything changes for you and that everything goes well in the end. Respect your opinion, of course, but I highly disagree. Spider-Verse is among my top 10 films of all time. It's not in my top 10 films, but I love it still. So. What's one movie you will see on HBO for 2021? For 2021, I don't know. There's a Denzel Washington serial killer movie. Probably won't people see it anyways, but there's some interesting stuff out there that's coming on there. Is there anything you're gonna see during it?
Well, I'm in Canada, so I don't actually get HBO Max, unfortunately. But if I were to watch one of them, I'd probably want to watch Godzilla vs. Kong, because that just looks like fun.
Yeah, or you could just pirate it.
I could, yeah. Unless it's coming out in theaters here, because like I hope by then that theaters might be open again. But yeah, who knows? I
haven't seen Wonder Woman 84, have you?
Nope.
That answers your question. Hey, Gavin, favorite Carpenter movie? I guess I'll go first because this was directed towards me. The Thing. It's in my top 50, like my top 15. It used to be my favorite horror movie. That's been overtaken by Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's just a perfectly crafted horror movie. Maybe not the perfect movie, but it's perfectly crafted as a horror film. It's amazing tension, amazing score, practical effects. It's pretty much brilliant. What's your favorite Carpenter movie?
I agree. You said everything that I was going to say. Mine's also The Thing, and it's just a really well-made horror movie. Hey,
Solid Gaming Studio. Please don't watch my band ranking. It's okay, but to me it kind of sucks. Well, I mean, everyone hates their old videos. I have so many bad videos. I have like all my videos are bad. I didn't want to improve my content for a while until my content became mediocre. So. What's your favorite Disney movie? Mine is Peter Pan. Not the best. I think The Lion King is easily the best, but it is my personal favorite. I think it means so much to me. I normally don't go for the nostalgic route when it comes to even my favorites in general, because like Space Jam, I love it, but it's like not a great movie.
Yeah.
But it's like Peter Pan, I have such a strong bond with it. I watched it since I was it's probably the first movie I've ever seen, and I just absolutely adore it. What's your favorite Disney movie?
I think it's Beauty and the Beast. I absolutely love it. I hadn't seen it for like God knows how long, but I rewatched it last year and I really, really love it. The animation is like beautiful and all the characters and stuff are just really phenomenal. It's a really good movie.
None of your videos suck. That's because none of the bad ones are online anymore. I wish I had HBO Max. It's a great streaming service. It depends on where you live, or you could just pirate it. You could do that, but anyway, it has a lot of old stuff on there. Like Bicycle Thieves is on there, which I'm doing the 52-week movie challenge with you, and that's the fourth film I'm watching. Because you did a whole break. You did a whole breakdown in the
Oh
movie.
yeah. Yeah, I love that movie. It's in my top 15, I think. Here's the thing. I wanted to make that series and I'm like, okay, I want Bicycle Thieves to be the first one because I know not a lot of people talk about it. And so I made that video and just from like researching it alone, it moved up into my top 15 and I still haven't rewatched it. So once I rewatch it, it might even move higher. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's an
I,
amazing movie.
I don't. The premise looks very simple. Like I don't know. It looks like do the
Yeah,
right thing in a way for me because it's like I don't know if I'm gonna be into this, but at the same time, everyone's telling me it's great. And
yeah.
I talked to my dad and I talked to him like about the whole 52-week challenge video I'm doing, and he's like, I've heard people say that Bicycle Thieves is a really great movie. I've heard a couple people say stuff about that. So maybe
Yeah,
I'll.
no, it's really well made and the thing about it is like a lot of the movies that came out, so this I talked about a bunch of this stuff in that video, is part of a movement called the Italian neorealism movement. So they're all films that were like really simple premises but really realistic movies. So it's basically just I'll give you like the simple kind of breakdown. It's basically about a guy who is like he doesn't have a job, but he has to try and provide for his family. He gets a job hanging up posters around Rome, but he needs a bicycle to do it, and then he gets his bicycle stolen and it's kind of just what happens after that. So it's really simple, but like it's an amazing movie.
Wow, I am so behind in the chat. What movie? What do you think of movies based off video games? I've watched podcasts on this before. Personally, I've seen two: Sonic the Hedgehog and Detective Pikachu, and those are just solid movies. Those are just good enough films, and that's supposed to be the best a video game movie can get. So I'm not really anticipating watching any more of them. So
Yeah.
I don't. I'm maybe eventually we'll have like a god tier great video game movie. But what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I feel like I don't know if they're necessarily limited, but I feel like they always just like come short of greatness. Like they're always fine enough. They're like decently fun to watch, but they're never anything that special.
I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog, it was just kind of a road trip movie. It wasn't anything that special. Do you like Dario? I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Argento. He's my favorite director. Have you seen him at all?
I've only seen one movie from him. I've seen the original Suspiria, and it was really good. It was like one of my favorite horror movies because I love the way it used color and like the editing and everything was super, super cool. And it's a really unique movie, but that's the only one I've seen. But I mean, it's off to a good start.
I haven't seen any of his movies, but just by looking at his filmography, I can tell that yeah, he's a dark director just by looking at the covers.
Yeah.
Then again, sometimes those can be deceiving because I thought The Fugitive was a B movie because I looked at the cover and I'm like, that looks like a B movie, and then I saw it was like a 96 on RT, but maybe they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What is the worst movie you've ever seen? There's a lot. As much as I love a lot of films, I'm such a cinephile. I'm such a cynic. There's a lot of movies I really hate. Like there's a lot of them. If I go off a whim of my least favorite movie, it's either Captain Marvel or Phantom Menace. Probably go Captain Marvel because it just angers me more. And with Phantom Menace, there's at least things I marginally like about it. But with Captain Marvel, there's like nothing. There's almost nothing. The only thing I can think of that's marginally fine and possible is Nick Fury's de-aging. I hate everything else. I hate Captain Marvel so much. What is the worst movie you have ever seen?
I don't like so I don't dislike Captain Marvel as much as you, but I definitely see where you're coming from. I think my least favorite is probably either Justice League or the 2016 Ghostbusters remake. Those are both like terrible.
I hate Justice League. I haven't seen the Ghostbusters remake. I don't plan on doing it ever.
Don't. I had the pain of seeing it in theaters and it was not good.
The thing is, it's like I don't want to get like all this SJW stuff, but it's starting to get obnoxious. I understand. There's like women can do things too, but most people know that at this point, like it's starting to become like it's switching. But whatever,
Yeah.
I don't want to get too political. But my point is, it just gets obnoxious when I want to see a great movie, and then it just gets ruined because of the fact that it's just shoving a political message that I already know about instead of trying to make a great film.
Yeah.
And there are movies that have these political messages and this type of stuff that are great. Malcolm X and Black Klansman, those are both outstanding movies. But the thing is, the political message they're trying to tell is part of the story.
Yeah.
And in other movies, it's not like that. So.
Yeah, and the thing about like female characters is like there are some amazing ones, but there are the movies, and a lot of them nowadays are trying to push them way too hard. Where movies like that I love, like Kill Bill, where the main character, the main protagonist, is a woman who is amazing. She has flaws, but she freaking like she kicks ass in the movie, and she's one of my favorite protagonists of all time. So like that you can do a great female character without having to like shove it in your face. You just have to make a good character, except as a female.
Yeah, there's two amazing female characters that come to mind, and both of them are movies that are directed by James Cameron. Ripley from Aliens and Sarah Connor. Those are both amazing characters, but guess what? They have a personality and they have flaws. So
yeah, exactly.
Unlike Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. So a lot of people think that movie. This is like an 84% around Tomatoes. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't think I could talk about that movie on a PG channel, but
yeah,
it's not family friendly. Who do you think will win, Godzilla or Kong? I want Godzilla to win, but I don't know which one will win.
I feel like Godzilla will win, but I honestly I like Godzilla more. Like I think he's way cooler, but I prefer the King Kong movies that I've seen. Like I've seen both of the originals, and I prefer the original King Kong. So
I prefer the original Godzilla, but I don't know. King Kong, as much as I appreciate it, then I enjoy it. So. My top five favorite films: Back to the Future. I mean, I don't blame you for that at all. So
no,
that's a great movie. Force by M2002. Yes, someone who actually agrees with me and realizes its greatness.
Yep.
3, Toy Story 3. Very, very ironic placement, but yeah. Do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, but do you mean the 1976 version, or do you actually mean a remake? Because I have no idea if you actually mean. Then again, you're really controversial, so. Jurassic Park.
Nice. I respect that.
I respect that as well. I hope they don't make a Godzilla versus Kong bad like King of Monsters. I hope they don't make Godzilla versus Kong bad like King of Monsters. I don't know what King of I'm probably wrong.
It's they made like the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie.
Oh yeah, like the version, the English dubbed version, like that.
It was like, yeah, I don't know.
4, 5 Pulp Fiction. Haven't seen it, so you just take it away from here.
It's phenomenal. I don't blame you at all.
4, The Prince of Egypt. I don't blame you for that. I think he does, but
I mean, I'm not like a super hater anymore. I think it's a good movie, but I personally wouldn't have it, but I can understand why you would.
I love it. So, 3, Django Unchained. Haven't seen it.
Amazing movie. You got a lot of Tarantino in there. Jeez.
2, Inglourious. I really love Inglourious. I watched it was the first movie I watched this year, and I absolutely just fell in love with it. It was just I wouldn't put it in my top 100, but I've seen like almost 800 movies, so that's
yeah.
And number 1, Your Name. I fully respect that. So
I respect it, but I definitely disagree. I mean, I can't disagree. It's your favorites list, but I wouldn't put it that high at all.
I noticed that Gavin and Dominic look like Rhett and Link. I don't get that at all. But
yo, why is he right though? He's actually kind of right.
Wait, what is Rhett and Link? Like
they're like a YouTube channel. They're called, or I mean, I remember them from when they were called Good Mythical Morning. I don't know if they still do that, but it's actually kind of true. Like I think Rhett has he's like a taller, bigger guy with curly hair, and then Link is has like your kind of hair. Like it's actually kind of true.
Let me see. Wait, so what is their channel called though? Oh,
I
it's called Good Mythical Morning.
yeah,
Okay, let me see. I mean, I don't see the similarities though.
it's like kinda.
I'm looking at a Good Mythical Morning. I see one of them kind of looks like Jesus, and and the other one kind of has like a Tom Holland haircut. So I'm probably the wrong one. But
Maybe no, I mean maybe it's like they're old videos. I remember them from.
okay, I'll check their old. This is getting way off topic, but
Yeah.
they're kind of right. They're old videos. That's kind of accurate.
Yeah.
Uh, Fridge reviews. Hey, I don't think I've ever seen you on my channel. So read the movie script. Sure. Yeah, let's get that off topic. What do you think of there's multiple Monty Python movies, or is there just one?
Yeah, no, there's a few. There's a few. They're like because they're a comedy group, they've just made a bunch of different ones. The only two that I know of are The Holy Grail and Life of Brian. And the Monty Python and the Holy Grail is probably the funniest movie I've ever seen. So
I've only seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I love that movie. It's
yeah. You have to have like a really specific sense of humor, but I have that exact sense of humor, so I think it's hilarious.
Yeah. But suddenly the writer had a heart attack. That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
And hey, Orange, what's up? You should tell me. Talk about Shawshank really quick. My favorite movie. I've talked about it a lot on this channel. I feel like I've just said it so much. It's just the movie that's just like everything is almost perfect. There isn't a perfect movie, but it's like if there's a movie I would say is close to perfect, it's Shawshank. Shawshank is just an absolute masterpiece. The camera work, brilliant. The characters, brilliant. It's a perfectly crafted script, perfect characters. It's probably the best story of all time. The way it's just structured is brilliant.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I agree. I would say it's up there. I think there's a couple movies that I would say are close to perfect. It is definitely one of them. I agree. The story and like the script is like just amazing. I would argue it's perfect. And I think the visuals are honestly like underrated because nobody really talks about them because of how amazing like the performances in the script is. So the visuals kind of get overlooked, but I think like the cinematography and camera work is actually really, really good in it.
Agreed. I didn't notice that until like my second rewatch of the movie. Actually, I've seen it like 6 times now, and I watched it this in last year's summer, and I fell in love with it. And then I realized this is such great cinematography. Like the scene where probably like one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they're overlooking on the prison, just seeing how big and massive it is, and just the scene like where, and like there's like little scenes like where Andy and Red are like on other sides of the bookshelf, and they're just going in other ways. It's so good.
Yeah, but like if I like talk about Shawshank's cinematography, the shot I always go to is the one where they go like over the top of the prison. You get to see like how massive it is. It's such a good shot.
There's great. Shawshank has great cinematography. Eventually, I want to get to that level where I can just quote every line. It's favorite okay. So this isn't a question. I'm not gonna completely keep up with the chat at this point. Let's be honest. But what is your favorite genre? Like the genre that you just love watching and coming back to?
I mean, I think the drama genre kind of has an unfair advantage because like almost everything can be considered a drama to a certain extent. But like if we're using technicalities, I would say drama is my favorite. But I think a different genre. Let me look. I really like horror movies. Horror movies are really great. And I would say like other than drama, I would say probably horror and sci-fi are both really, really great.
Interesting, because you don't seem like as big as a horror fan, but
yeah, I'm not like a massive horror fan, but the horror movies that I do like, I really like.
Okay, so I guess I'll just keep up with the chat now. I love horror as well. It's probably my favorite genre of film. Or hey, I'm literally reading every list you made on Letterboxd right now. Letterboxd it's something. It's interesting.
It is
It's
very.
it is never boring. My favorite movie is Suicide Squad 2017. My favorite is Joker. That's interesting because they're both DC films. I don't like Suicide Squad. I haven't seen Joker. So,
I mean, I think Suicide Squad gets a little too much hate. I thought it was pretty fun, but yeah, no, Joker is really, really good.
I've heard some. I've either there's like two sides of the argument I hear with this movie. I either hear people say it's amazing, it's like one of the best comic book movies, one of the best 2019 period, and then hear the other side of the argument is like this is like the king. This is like a ripoff of the King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, Martin Scorsese movies. I always hear that argument.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I do think that it definitely takes inspiration from those and it is very similar to those movies, but I don't dislike it because it's similar to those movies because I love those movies. They're both phenomenal films. So I like how it kind of takes inspiration from them, but I also don't think it's like the best movie ever. I don't know if it's even top 5 of 2019 for me because of how amazing of a year that was for film, but like yeah, I'm kind of like in the middle of that because I see how it takes inspiration, but I also really like it.
Okay. Dominic, get sponsored by Rage.
Dude, I sent them a DM and they actually responded to me. So
you should like make that as a joke, but you're dead serious. Like hey everyone, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Find out more.
maybe I should. I think you have to like play the game a certain amount and then like you have to like send them your account details or whatever and then they have to like make sure you actually played the game or whatever. So if I wanted to get sponsored, I would actually have to play the game a little bit. So we'll see.
Yeah, like there's just like you like with with Raycon earbuds or something. But the good news is I think you get them like you'd have to use Raycon earbuds. So that's a Karsten Runquist reference. Yep. But it's like I mean, you technically get free stuff, or do you?
Yeah.
Right. That's question.
Yeah.
Wait, Sunranks, you have a letterbox? I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't. Wow, that's a very unexpected name. I definitely wouldn't thinking you to name your letterbox Cinema Ranks.
Yeah.
It's not like it's your YouTube name. Does Black Widow count as a girl power superhero? Not really, because she's actually a good character. I don't count her as that. I think she's a great female character. Hey, sorry, just got it. You don't like I've always said in these live streams. You don't have to feel like you have to come here if you like are busy. It's fine. It perfectly is, but I don't. I'm skimming through this because favorite movie ever, Terminator 1984. Thoughts? I love Terminator. I actually own it. I did like a Blu-ray collection. I'm filming that. Maybe I'll post eventually. But I love Terminator. It's a great movie. There's definitely some flaws. It's definitely the budget isn't like it's not top tier. That's not a big issue with the movie. It makes a scene where I know there's like a lot of young people that watch my videos. It's the scene where they make a scene where they go over under the covers, and they make that an important scene in the movie. So
yeah, that was kind of weird, but I overall really liked the movie, and I think while like the concept for the film was absolutely phenomenal, I just think there were a few bumps in the actual like outcome of the film, you know.
Yeah, but Sarah Connor, like, just
no, she was great.
She's great. Yeah, like they just make every scene important in the movie.
It's the perfect role for Arnold Schwarzenegger because he's not a phenomenal actor, but they make him play a robot, so it's kind of hard to not do that.
Yeah, it's like The Rock's like the modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, kind of.
Because The Rock's not great at much, but he can play the action hero because it's an easier role.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Terminator films. I gotta write that wrong soon. You do, because the first two are great. I saw Salvation. I hated it. That's like that one everyone says is like close to good. I don't see why anyone could like it. Any human being on the planet. I hate it so much. So what do you think of the Terminator films?
I've only seen the first one, actually.
Um,
I'm gonna see the second one really soon because literally everyone says it's like amazing, one of the best sequels of all time. So yeah.
Everyone says that is the best. We definitely recommend that. My homes are. Hey, Ethan, what's up? It should be because I watched the Seventh Seal recently. It was a masterpiece. I haven't seen it, so
I actually watched that this month. It was I think dude, it's definitely close to a masterpiece. It's a really good movie. I gave it 5 stars still. I agree. It's like a really phenomenal movie.
Shawshank is perfect though. Maybe as in like what it's going for, but I don't think there's any perfect movie out there technically. 3 Monty Python movies: Holy Grail, Life of Brian, Meaning of Life.
Yeah.
Shawshank gave me the Great Escape vibes. The Great Escape's your favorite war film. Okay, get that more. I haven't seen the Great Escape, so
I haven't either, but I've heard really good things. It's definitely on my watch list.
Tom Holland has been in so many movies now that's kind of annoying but great. I guess that he doesn't want people to think of him only as Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean, I'm someone that's like, I think other actors should try other things instead of just doing what they're good at. But at the same time, it gets annoying at a certain point when you see Tom. Like, I think in some roles he'd be great. Like as the Flash, I don't think that's a bad choice for him if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
If I'm like being honest, at the same time, I don't mind him going and expanding, but it's like, when is it a bit much?
Yeah. Like he got cast as the main character in the Uncharted movie. And if you've seen like from the video games what the main character looks like, he looks like an older kind of like more rugged dude, and Tom Holland just looks like some posh teenager that like just got like I don't know, like doesn't fit the role at all.
I think Tom Holland's English or something. I think he's English.
Yeah, he's English.
Yeah, he did. I haven't seen 1917.
It's amazing. The filmmaking, Nolan made a video essay about it being like a masterclass in filmmaking. I definitely agree.
I just interviewed him and we talked about him. We had a great time with that. That video essay is like Royal Oceans Film Society good. So.
Yeah.
My parents actually hate 1917. Like they said that they hated it. They thought the film was great, but they thought it was boring and dragged out. I'm not even joking. They watched it last year, so it's been like a year now, and they told me they hated it.
That's weird. I really loved it.
Joker's an okay movie. I don't think it's fantastic, but I still like it.
Fair enough.
What is the best Despicable? I'm just guessing that you mean the Despicable. What's the best movie in the Despicable Me franchise? First one, it's not that great of a franchise. Illumination isn't that great.
Yep, I agree.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, we need this.
That would be like a horrible masterpiece.
It would be like a massive meme, let's be honest, getting Among Us its own movie. That's like Fortnite getting its own movie.
Oh god.
Don't give a Battle Royale game its own movie. I think that's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But anyways, Among Us, I would go see that.
I honestly would see it, yeah.
I actually would though, unironically. I'd actually probably go opening day. And it would gross like $5 billion.
The highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah, Among Us. Thoughts on Taika Waititi's movies? I have to love them because I'm from New Zealand. I've only seen Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was really good, but it's some sea movie, so of course I can't love it. That's a joke. But it's a solid film. It's probably I actually like the original Thor more. So.
There you go. I've seen Thor Ragnarok and Jojo Rabbit, and I like both of those quite a good bit. So definitely interested to check out his other movies.
I really need to catch up on the chat though. I'm 6 minutes behind. I'm through these.
All right, let's just rush through some of these.
Hey guys, I just got done watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was great. I haven't seen it. I've not seen it.
It's phenomenal. It's really good. It's like one of the few horror movies that I actually kind of got creeped out by.
Okay, that's great. Sorry, I'm just really trying to skim through these. Please see The Great Escape. I'll put it on my watch list. No, I haven't seen Parasite. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones. So I think between it and Uncut Gems is my top movie of 2019, which is high praise because 2019 was amazing.
Okay, I finally catched up with the chat. I probably skipped some questions. Bye, Cinema Ranks. There is an Among Us movie called The Thing.
It's not wrong.
That is kind of true. Among Us movie would be the best movie and has the best performance since Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
That's facts.
That is true. Boy is also great. You guys should see it. Boy, that's a movie. Are you saying the male gender is superior, or are you saying?
Damn.
I mean, I don't mean that. Obviously, that's a joke. Gavin, you need to watch. My parents won't let me. I don't know why.
That sucks.
I don't understand why. It's just, I don't know. It's weird because you know me. I'm allowed to watch Inglorious. There's other movies, but I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
What is the worst movie of all time? We kind of already answered this.
Yeah.
Parasite was my favorite film of 2019. Wait, Gavin, have you seen Yes, I've seen the entire Godfather trilogy. My favorite is 2. I love 1. 3 is the biggest disappointment since me.
I'm kind of like the opposite though. Like I think 1 is my favorite. I absolutely love it. 2 is phenomenal, one of the best sequels of all time, and 3 was just not that great at all. But it wasn't terrible. I wouldn't say it's terrible. It just wasn't. I mean, especially when you're comparing it to like 2 of the greatest movies ever made, it's kind of hard to live up to those.
Mm-hmm. It's from the same guy who did JoJo. Oh, wait, so.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it says. Yeah, it is. Maybe they won't let you because of the. I don't know. I don't even ask. I don't
And
care.
what? Halloween? I mean, there's like 1, isn't there?
I think so. I don't know. Okay.
Like in Halloween, you don't even really see, like you do, but like it's like through. I'm pretty sure it's like through like a clown mask or something. You see like
Okay.
once. I don't know.
I don't know. My parents' weird restrictions.
Doesn't it? Don't you see like? Isn't there some like partial nudity in Barry Lyndon?
A little bit.
Yeah, like there's a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, and in The Shining, there's a whole nudity scene.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, they have odd restrictions. I don't hate them for it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Is Deadpool funny for you? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Deadpool is hilarious. I love
hilarious.
Deadpool. It's so funny. Like it's.
Yeah.
Come on, if you don't find Deadpool funny, there's something wrong with you.
Like there's writing, there's writing, and then there's also Ryan Reynolds, who just is like the funniest guy, and his delivery is just so good.
Yeah, like everyone says that it's just to turn your brain off. But at the same time, there's actually some really good editing and camera work.
Yeah, no, it's actually not like a bad movie or anything.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I hate everything hates it and says he hates like I think he hates everything. But anyway, that was a bad joke. But he hates fourth wall breaking, but it's like That's just what makes it funny. So
Yeah.
you're gonna hate Deadpool.
Yeah.
Favorite visuals in a film? That's so hard because there are so probably 2000 either 2001 or Your Name. I'd probably go with 2001.
It's pretty hard. I'd say 2001 and Playtime for me, but it's hard to say. It's hard to not say 2001.
Since I'm pretty caught up with the chat, I guess this is like a decent time to do interview questions because I got 5 left.
All right.
This is gonna be a long live stream. So, what's your favorite genre? Your favorite? Oh, I already asked you. I already asked you that.
Yep.
Advice for other creators that are starting.
Okay. So here's the thing. It's kind of hard to give like really general tips. It's kind of difficult, but at least for me, what I've figured out is, at the start, you kind of make, I started out making more general kind of content, or more like I made a bunch of like MCU videos and stuff that I thought would get more views. But now I started making more niche content. So definitely make what you enjoy making, because I wasn't really enjoying myself making those MCU videos. Now I started making content that I really love making, and eventually it starts paying off, which for me is like now. Like a couple weeks ago, I actually started growing pretty fast. So definitely make what you enjoy making, because it will pay off sometime. Tags, really important also. Very, very important. I'm sure Nolan said that because he puts a lot of importance on tags. But yeah, tags are really important to get your videos like ranked and recommended. And then just having, engaging, entertaining content. Like, it doesn't have to be a long video. You can make a short video as long as you get all your points across. A lot of people really like that who have short attention spans. So really, as long as you don't really make videos that have really long, boring segments in them, like just make entertaining, engaging content and just make what you love.
I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot of younger kids on YouTube. If you're boring in your videos, they're gonna click off.
Yeah.
Everyone always uses like fetus demographic and those like type of terms as like an insult, but in reality, there's probably people that are really young that watch your videos, because a lot of young people watch YouTube.
Yeah.
And it may seem like, oh, there's 20-year-olds watching my videos. In reality, it's probably just kids pretending. So you're right on that part. You ever have that feeling when you have HBO Max and Joker is on there and you're not allowed to watch it and you feel empty and say, yeah, I get that feeling actually, because I own HBO Max and I can't. Deadpool is amazing. Hilarious. Agreed. It's so funny.
Yeah.
What is the worst kids movie of 2019? There's so many. 2019 animated movies. Let's see. Maybe Spies in Disguise? I haven't seen a lot of the awful ones. More I think about it. Oh, the Lego Movie 2 for me. I hate that movie so much. I hate the Lego Movie Part 2. I haven't seen it in a while, but I just hate it.
Damn. I haven't seen it, but yeah, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, I haven't seen many from last year. I mean, Secret Life of Pets 2.
When I look at you.
Yeah. Playmobil the movie. I haven't seen that, and I already know it's garbage.
Take that as
I don't have to watch it.
I don't think any of us do, to just know that.
Yeah.
It's not a very pog film.
No.
You excited for Taika and Patty's Star Wars films? I haven't seen much of Taika Waititi's work, and Patty Jenkins. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I think so. I'm definitely intrigued.
I don't know if Patty Jenkins is the right person to direct a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. I think it's gonna be hard, because now, based on a lot of the hate that the sequels got, they're basically gonna be forced to kind of make a almost brand new trilogy. So it's gonna be pretty. The potential is definitely there, but there's also that chance of like failure. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also really excited.
Yeah, it feels like it's kind of like a gimmick, though, to just put big directors. It's like commentary channels where they put big YouTubers in their names to get the views. It feels like they're trying to get box office numbers because they know. Taika Waititi love director.
Yeah.
How's the WandaVision so far? Haven't seen it.
I actually was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I was even going to like it that much, but I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm living it. Okay. My top 10 favorite movies of all time. I haven't seen every movie in there. Haven't seen Blade Runner 49. Don't remember Inception. But everything else in there besides Endgame, I love.
Yeah. I haven't seen Blade Runner 2049 either, but looks really, really good.
I'm guessing the chat is disabled now because that's my assumption. Yeah, of course it's disabled now in like an hour. YouTube, you're so evil. I hate you.
Oh, someone just put something.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that was a joke, obviously. I don't hate YouTube. But my favorite MCU film is Captain America: Civil War. It's a great movie.
I can see why. It's definitely not mine, but
favorite Capra films.
It's a Wonderful Life. I'm pretty sure it's the only one I've seen, but it's amazing.
In my opinion, Captain America: Civil War is the weakest Captain America film.
Dang.
Most people say the first one.
I definitely think the first one is the weakest, but a lot of people really love it. So
I really like all three as much as I find the MCU overrated. What's the best editing video app for iPad outside of iMovie? I don't have an iPad. I don't think you do either, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
I'm excited for Patty's film because it will come from the heart because she is doing in honor of her father who died as a fighter pilot. Well, then I respect that as well. I love Wonder Woman, but I don't think she's the right person to direct a Star Wars film. If we're talking,
yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
And plus, the thing is, like the prequels, they were in like the 2000s. They ended in what, 2005? So that's 10 years. We got 10 years until The Force Awakens. So this is probably not going to happen recently.
It's definitely going to be a few years.
Yeah, they're definitely going to wait. This isn't going to come out in like 2021. Probably not even 2022. This is going to be a long time coming. Like we only got 3 Star Wars movies technically, if you're counting unless you're just including the holiday specials. We got 3 Star Wars theatrically released Star Wars films in the 20th century, and those were the ones we got. And I think we didn't get any Star Wars movies, I don't think, for like what?
Well, Phantom Menace was 1999, I think.
Yeah, so it was like a decade and a half, I think.
Yeah, because I think Return of the Jedi was 1984, so 15 years.
It was 1983.
It was? Okay, so 16.
What is the worst Spider-Man movie? The Amazing Spider-Man, in my opinion, easily.
I think as much hate as it gets, and I think
Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I have to correct that because I love The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think The Amazing Spider-Man is really good. I think as much hate as The Amazing Spider-Man 2 gets, and as I think it's overhated, I still think it's the worst because every other Spider-Man movie is good, I think.
Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't know. Spirited Away is my favorite animated film in history. A lot of people love it. I think it's a great movie, but I feel like everyone just thinks it's higher than Ghibli for some reason. All of Ghibli's other works, and they don't acknowledge those, which I've never understood because I think there's a lot of other better Ghibli works. My favorite MCU movie is the one with the superheroes.
Yeah, nice.
Captain America 1999 is the worst Captain America. I haven't seen it. There's a lot of these old Marvel movies I haven't seen, and I just don't care for.
Yeah.
I'm just going to skim through these. My top 10 favorite movies: Back to the Future, Social Network, Inception, The Dark Knight, 12 Years Mind, Gladiator, Prestige, Aliens, Psycho, Avengers: Infinity War. I won't.
Respect.
I love pretty much every movie in there. Yeah, every movie in there is great. I've got to rewatch Inception.
I haven't seen Aliens, and I don't love the Prestige, but I understand why.
How about Denis Villeneuve direct a Star Wars movie?
That would be weird. I don't think that would work. but maybe it would. That's the guy that made I think he made Arrival, Enemy. I think he made Prisoners as well. He's made really good movies, but as a Star Wars film, I think it would be really strange. I don't think it would work.
That's like casting Tom Holland as Han Solo. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to make that joke. I don't really know, but
yeah, I mean, Tom Holland as Han Solo definitely would not work.
Or would it? We'll see once they reboot Star Wars, because they will.
There you go. I guess we'll find out.
I use KineMaster and it's great. I used to use KineMaster. My only issue with it is that there's a limited amount of sections you can use for stuff. So that's why I switched to my Pro editor. But what are your guys' thoughts about 2 having an R rating? Makes a lot more sense.
Yep. Definitely intriguing.
Interesting. Respect your opinion.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
Because DC is superior to Marvel. But yeah, I mean, obviously when I say stuff like that, I don't mean as like a statement like, oh, your opinion's wrong, but you know what I mean. I love DC, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good.
What about Toby and Andrew coming back in 3? We kind of talked about this. I think I talked about this in the last stream with Nolan, and they got to redo the dance.
They have to.
We need that again. We need that. I need that in my life again. I want to see that on the big screen.
Absolutely.
Popcorn or where the heck I'm holding, and just watching that in the front seat, just looking at that massive, perfect shot.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if many people count that as a Spider-Man, because I'll see people like, oh, every Spider-Man and Venom movie ranked.
Yeah.
One Venom movie. Do you like what? I haven't seen it, and I don't think
I have not either. Yeah, that would be the best acting performance of all time.
Mark Hamill has nothing on John Cena, the guy from the Friend movies.
Oh, Jesus.
Have you seen Hacksaw Ridge, and will you guys watch the Oscars this year? I've never watched the Oscars, but I normally look at them at the announcements.
I am going to say yes and yes. Hacksaw Ridge is one of my favorite war movies of all time, and I'm going to watch the Oscars. Even though I haven't seen a ton of films from 2020, I know enough.
Maybe I'll watch the Oscars, but Hacksaw Ridge, I'm doing your 52-week film challenge video, which you said you didn't come up with, but you kind of started this whole trend of us all movie critics doing it, and I'm gonna try doing. And at the end of every month, I'm gonna try to review the 4 I saw in the week, and I'm put Hacksaw Ridge as the war movie I want to watch. So.
Nice.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Fire Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman replaced her with Danny DeVito.
Dude, that would be the greatest movie ever made.
Oh yeah, obviously we need Danny DeVito to be in more DC movies. Danny DeVito's amazing.
Oh my.
To be honest, Danny DeVito actually can be a pretty good actor, though.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Darth Vader.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Just has like an Austrian accent, Darth Vader. That would be weird as hell.
That would be. Wait, there's gonna be this year.
I think it's taking place later. Usually it's like February, I think, but I think it's later this year.
Have you ever seen Charlie Kaufman movie like Being John Malkovich? My favorite movie, adaptation, Sindoshe, New York, and Think of Ending Things. I haven't seen any, but I'm pretty sure you've seen a couple.
I have seen I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and it was good. I definitely liked it, but I don't like it as much as other people did. I might have seen other ones. I would have to check. But I definitely want to see Synecdoche, New York. I've heard basically only really good things about it.
It's Karsten's favorite movie.
Yeah. Okay, so no, that's the only one I have seen is I'm Thinking of Ending Things, but I want to see Synecdoche, New York, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Emma Watson as Princess Leia. Actually,
I
that's actually not bad.
no.
It's actually not bad casting. Danny DeVito as
Oh boy.
Hugh Jackman as Han Solo. So I just read something else, but Hugh Jackman as Han Solo. Actually, if Hugh Jackman was a lot younger, that wouldn't be too bad.
No, it wouldn't be the worst, but I don't. He doesn't have like, he doesn't have the Han Solo, Harrison Ford factor. Not a lot of people do.
Sorry, I'm reading the other ones and they're just hilarious. Because
Some like super buff, ripped dude wearing like a Yoda costume or something.
I have to read all these. They're just that amazing. It would be stupid and more synthetic as John Cena as the Invisible One.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Or do you guys stand for Forrest Gump? I watched it for the first time recently and checked reviews on Letterboxd, and a lot of people actually hate it. And for sure, a lot of people loved it. I haven't seen it. What do you think?
I think it is very overrated, but I don't hate it. I definitely should not have won Best Picture. Not even close. Like, it was in the same year as The Lion King, Pulp Fiction, and The Shawshank Redemption, and it beat all three of those somehow. But I still think it's a pretty, it's a decent movie. I think it's pretty fun, but definitely not Best Picture worthy.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm laughing. It's just these comments are hilarious.
I see one.
I hate really? That's
He's the only person that can play him.
That's true though. Let's be honest. I mean, he could make them.
Yeah, dude. He's got what it takes.
Rod from Birdemic as Anakin Skywalker.
I'm assuming that's what he means.
I'm just reading some of these. They're just like, do you watch Mr. Beast videos? I don't. I don't watch them very much.
I don't usually.
Leonardo DiCaprio as every character from Matchball. I don't think
I'd be down. Oh god, not the next one.
Salem Pub as Obi-Wan.
Oh god. We're making the worst Star Wars movie of all time. This would be horrible. Oh my god.
Just make it a New Home remake. They cast Joe Biden as Han Solo. Actually, well, I guess we got two people: Joe Biden and Hugh Jackman. Emma Watson, Danny DeVito as Chewbacca, Chris Evans as Yoda, Shia LaBeouf as Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Do you watch Inside Out Fan 2001? No, not really. Kamala Harris as Rey. I don't think that. I'm gonna look that up.
She's the vice president. Yes, sir. That's what we like to see.
Back to the Future could be getting a remake soon, possibly starring Tom. Actually, honestly, him and Marty McFly wouldn't be too bad.
No,
that casting.
Yeah.
Or even the other way as Marty McFly's father. Either way would honestly kind of work. So, yeah. Everyone hates the idea of Back to the Future getting a remake. I think there could be something done interesting with it. So.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it could. You do realize how many reboots we're getting, right? We've gotten reboot of tons of movies.
Next thing you know, they're gonna reboot like The Godfather or something.
Yeah, probably. Tom Cruise is the next Spider-Man. I mean, They cast them very old. They cast them as like 20, 30-year-olds. So
Yeah.
I was thinking so too, but actors have been approached. Christopher Lloyd as
What's he in? Oh, that's the guy that plays Doc in the Back to the Future. Oh man.
This is just turned from an interview to just comparing other real life people and casting Denzel as Mandalorian.
That could actually work, I think. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be cool, and even John David Washington as the Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And obviously the SJWs, like those people, they'd be placed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll just go to number 12. What is something you regret doing when you started YouTube?
The first video, I think it's still on my channel, which is my very first video, which is a what I watched video, and I literally like carbon copied Karsten, basically. Like, so back when I was watching those videos, like his older what I watched, he would put like a still shot from the film, and then he would put like a little circle with the score inside of it, and I literally did that exact thing. So I definitely regret making that video.
It's like with some people, it seems like I've actually seen some people kind of copying your type of style that you use now. Actually, not Carson Ruggles style, but like your style.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually really like someone said that apparently I inspired them to become a YouTube creator. That might just be them trying to get my attention, but at the same time, that's cool. Actually,
yeah,
inspired somebody to do something besides them leave it going away from me. But anyways, it's definitely really cool that there's like, I mean, I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know.
Oh God, we got more Star Wars casting.
Yes, we do. Who favorites? This films in the Back to the Future franchise. Obama.
Masterpiece.
I don't think so, America. Cast Leonardo DiCaprio's
Yeah. Yeah.
They're doing Back to the Future, probably called. Yeah, I'm not saying that out loud. Oh my gosh.
That would be beautiful.
Tom Cruise is the next. He's the next everything.
Yeah. Tom Cruise is everything.
Yeah. Tom Cruise was in Eyes Wide Shut, I'm pretty sure. So.
Yep.
Well, I don't know my lost stuff, but I would think Universal would have the first to say, and you know how greedy them companies are.
Yep.
Surely.
Imagine how he'd like walk. He'd walk like a freaking duck.
we need more of these Star Wars comparisons. We need them.
Yep.
Okay, next one. I already know the editor, but for everyone else that doesn't know, what editor do you use?
I use DaVinci Resolve, and I absolutely love it. It's a free editing software for PC, and it's like super professional, and you get like basically everything you'd get for other editing softwares for free. So
we got some more Star Wars casting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's not like completely inaccurate to me at all. Cardi B as Yoda. This is just us reacting to people saying Star Wars castings. Dominic is bad, man.
Yeah.
That would honestly be like perfect. We need more of these guys. Give us as many as you can. Give us as many as you can. Give us all of them. Just don't go too far.
Yeah.
Actually, I probably should explain this because my fan base is too young. But anyways, let's see. I guess I'll just continue with the interview questions. But okay, so 14. This is the second to last one. Favorite hobby besides YouTube or anything related to it?
Okay. I think I will say, I'm not going to say hanging out with my friends because that's not really a hobby. So I'll say playing hockey because I'm a sporty boy and hockey is my favorite sport. That's how you tell I'm Canadian, you know?
Yeah. Everyone that I know is Canadian, plays hockey, so.
Yeah.
Shush from after credits slammed down.
I feel like you could do it.
Actually, that would kind of work.
It could work. It could work. Damn.
Let's just take the most let's just take fit people and just have them as better.
That's like the complete opposite.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
The Holy Trinity. What is the most controversial take Carson has? Having Goodfellas at number 13.
13. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, actually, no, wait. He has Death Proof as like his third favorite Tarantino movie.
Yeah, but I mean, at least that is like, he still has really great movies like at the top, where Goodfellas, where almost everyone thinks it's like a masterpiece, one of the best movies ever made, and he doesn't even have it in his top 10, which is kind of crazy. So
wait, what was the editing software Dan was talking about? I left for a second. I guess just say it again.
It's called DaVinci Resolve. It's very good.
RDJ is Darth Vader. Wait, I don't know who RDJ is.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, no, Robert Downey Jr. This has just become us reacting to Star Wars.
Yeah.
This is the very final question, and then I guess we should probably wrap this up. Any future goals for YouTube?
Yes, I would like to, I mean, I guess for subscriber goals, I would like to hit 500 by the end of the year. I think that's a very achievable goal, I think, because I'm at almost 260 now, and I've been growing pretty fast. So I think that's definitely possible. Oirich seems to think that I can hit 1,000 by the end of the year, and I said I would pay him $100 if I do. So
how's that gonna work though? Like,
I did the math. I would have to gain over 60 subscribers every month to hit 1,000, and I'm at like 30 right now. How many
have you gained this month?
This month, like it says in the last 28 days, I've gained 30 subscribers. So I would need to double my current growth, which, I mean, it's possible, sure, but I think it's pretty unlikely.
Just beg everyone. Just go to
sub for sub.
Go to like 120 channels a day. Beg them all. See if any of them respond. It actually kind of works though.
Yeah.
I would recommend it, but it works. Forget Leonardo DiCaprio's Jar Jar.
You'd make Jar Jar a good character.
You watch Cobra Kai. I love it.
Yes, I also love it.
Tom Cruise's Hunt. That's not too bad.
No.
I'd pay money to see that. Probably same.
Yeah.
I will agree in Carson the Reservoir Dogs the number one on this ranking. I've only seen one Tarantino movie.
Reservoir Dogs is my dad's favorite Tarantino movie, and I really like it, but I don't know about number one, but that's just me.
So everyone, that's the video. If you are new to my channel or whatever and you like this and I like these interviews, subscribe. If you like his channel, subscribe. Link is in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next one.